Hello folks, we at the Waimea Tool Company are excited to share with you a couple of new products we got for fixing barbed wire fence. Our first product we have is a made in the USA injected molded fence splicer. This product weighs approximately a half pound. It is very durable. The second tool that we're very excited to talk about is our nylon covers. These nylon covers are again also injected molded and made in the USA. These covers are designed so you can grip your barbed wire, hold it in place without damaging the finish, such as your galvanized finish. Today we'll be splicing together some 15.5 gauge barbed wire to some high tensile 14 gauge barbed wire. With the fence splicer, that's what makes it so versatile. You can actually splice together different gauges of wire. Basically, to get started, I like to go in about 2 lengths or 2 barbs here, as you can see. We do our standard Western Union splice. When it comes here, I'll use our notch nylon covers to get a good grip on the 2 pieces of barbed wire. Bend it up. First, we'll do our 15.5 gauge. You see, put our 90-degree bend in there. Close up our fence splicer. We can tighten down our thumb screw. Make sure it's nice and secure in there. And then again, turn in the direction of the arrow. You see, with the 15.5, it's pretty easy to turn. Okay, we hit the barb, no problem. No need to remove the barb. All we have to do is pull it out. For 15.5, drop it right in there. Close it back up and continue our wrap. And we'll just continue this till it slips. And there we go. Now we'll do our 14.5 gauge side. This wire is a little stiffer than the 15.5, but no problem. We can also, the fence splicer, make easy work of it. With this one, because it is a stiffer wire, you may want to use more leverage by utilizing the long nose vice grip and just holding on to your fence splicer. This wire is very stiff. Most of you know by now. Okay, we'll crank it right to the barb. Again, most folks would say that's enough wraps, but I want to show you folks, you can go beyond that. What we do, all we do is just give it a little half turn, just so we drop the barb so it will fit back inside of the barrel of the fence splicer. Then we'll put it back in there, close it up, and continue our wraps. You see the 14 gauge is a little stiffer. It takes a little more work to get it going. But then again, no need to remove your barbs. You can just continue on. Okay, we got enough wraps there. Okay. Look, we got a nice strong wrap there. And we'll continue to the other side. Again, you can see we did it outside of the fence stretcher, so we had a lot of room to work with. Now we come to this side. Again, we can work outside of the fence stretcher, giving us a lot of room. But this one's a little tight because it's close to the ground. I got a lot of pressure on it. But no problem. Come in here again. Clamp down on our barb, and we always want to clamp down on the barb on this wire. So when we tighten it down, there's no problem with it coming apart. I'll show you the reason why shortly. Okay, we adjust it, clamp it down, Come in. If our barb is right there, no problem. We can come down, we can readjust it. Move it off a little, stick it in, crank it back down. Get a few turns in there. Just so we can drop our barb down. Come in, lock it in, and do our wraps. This one I'm using the tightening the fence splicer because I'm so close to the ground. See, it'll tighten the 14 gauge high tensile, no problem. Then I'll back it off, pull out our fence splicer. And now that we've got half a Western Union splice and our long nose vice grip attached here, we can actually release the tension from our fence stretcher and finish up our wraps. Here, I'll do that right now. Again, for a final wrap, attach it in, lock it down, and if you want to tighten it up, you can tighten that up, and then finish our wraps up. Okay, right down to the end here. Move it. There we go. We got a nice taut line. 2 Western Union splices utilizing 15.5 gauge wire and 14 gauge high tensile wire. From Waimea, Hawaii, aloha.